Hey everyone, it's Kit and welcome to the group. Some of you have been in my challenge groups in the past and you're continuing on, and some of you are new to the group, and I welcome you all. The purpose of this video is to talk about the purpose of the group, how it works, and how to get started. So first, the purpose. Really what this is all about is coming together in a group to help motivate, support one another, and have some level of accountability. I'm a big believer in three factors when it comes to feeling good and staying healthy and fit. And that is having a fitness plan, eating the right food, and having some level of accountability. And that's what this group provides. So, how it works. I ask simply that you check in once a day. That's it. Facebook doesn't have to rule you, of course. And when you check in, I'd like you to report the workout that you did that day, maybe how you felt in general, any success or progress that you had, or maybe, a setback, because we're all human, and as well how you ate, and kind of rate that on a scale of 1 to 5. So a 1 means that, you might have skipped breakfast, you went through the drive-through for lunch, you had no water throughout the day, not enough hydration, and dinner was a couple slices of pizza and a beer at the pub. That's a 1. A 5 means that every time you look down at your plate, you saw whole foods, things that don't come from bags, boxes, or cans, but come from the ground, a healthy animal, I'll talk about that in a minute, or a treat. And we'll talk about a little bit more about food in a minute, and you kept well hydrated throughout the day. Now, I know that's a bit subjective, but it just gives yourself a gauge and helps you come to the end of the day and think about, how did I go about eating? Keeping a food journal is a great idea if you want to do that. If you literally write down everything that you eat every day, even if you just do it for the first 7 days of this group, you're going to get a pretty good sense of what you're eating and how things might need to change. So that's pretty much how it works. In addition, when you check in, I say this is a give and a get type of thing. It's important that we help one another. So leave some comments, leave some words of encouragement. We certainly will act as leaders in this group, and I will act as a leader and answer questions. I would ask that if you have specific questions, that you send those to me in a private message, in addition to maybe posting it to the group, and then maybe I can respond to the group at large if other people have the same question. We have a pretty big group and it's wonderful, but it'll be tough for me to scroll through all the questions on a daily basis and make sure I get everything answered. I, in addition, will be posting recipes at the beginning of the week that you can try throughout the week, as well as each day we'll post some tips and some words of motivation to help everybody throughout. But it's really about the power of the group. It's about people checking in with each other and having some level of banter. But again, it doesn't have to rule your day. All you have to do is check in once a day, maybe before or after your workout or at the end of the day. Okay, so that's how it works. So how to get started? Well, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to take a look at the workout plan that I've enclosed. As I mentioned, it includes a 6-day-a-week plan. So that's 3 days of cardio, 2 days of strength, and 1 day of yoga, stretching / Pilates, as well as 1 day of rest. And you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot, Kit. 6 days a week? What are you kidding me? Well, it's about creating healthy habits and about shooting for 6. I know there's going to be days where, you had to work extremely late. It was incredibly stressful, or life took over and you can't get your workout in. That happens to me. It's going to happen to you. But the power of the group will keep you on track. I have made suggestions based on Beachbody programs that can fulfill that daily requirement. If you don't have a Beachbody program, that's okay too. I've provided some suggestions and some things that you can do if you don't choose to use the Beachbody programs that I suggest. If you'd like to learn more about the Beachbody program, certainly contact me, and I'd be happy to help you. When I was about to turn 39, that's when I first tried P90X, and I really haven't walked into a gym since, because I can get in great shape in the winter months right here in my own home and use a combination of these programs and the great outdoors to stay in wonderful, wonderful shape without paying a gym membership. So that's the first step, is to take a look at that workout plan. And again, I encourage you, if you have your own plan and you want to do your own thing, do it. Just try to commit 6 days a week. My other tip is to get a month at a glance calendar and get a red Sharpie. This is something that Tony taught me over 10 years ago. And every time I complete a workout, I put a big red X through that day. And I still get a sense of satisfaction when I come to the end of the month and I see 22, at least 22 red X's. That's my goal. I'm trying to work out consistently 22 days a month, knowing that, you got to have a day off. Your body needs rest, and there's going to be days where you can't do it. So another way to get started is to think about your food. So as an almost 49-year-old female, I have found that no matter what your age, the fitness is about keeping you strong, keeping your heart strong, preventing injury, and allowing you to do the things that you want to do physically actively. The food is about losing and keeping weight off. You cannot exercise your way through a bad diet. You just can't. And really, I find that it's probably about 80 to 90% about the food and 10 to 20% about the fitness when it comes to losing weight. So here are a quick few tips about food. Number 1, water is critical. Hydration is critical. When you keep your body hydrated, your body becomes a better fat burner. Your metabolism is faster, and it just helps to clean toxins out of your body. Try to drink half your body weight in ounces per day. Again, half your body weight in ounces per day. That's your goal. So get yourself some kind of big tumbler or plastic cup with a lid, carry it throughout the day. And another quick tip is I fill it up and leave 16 ounces on my nightstand at night before I go to bed. So first thing in the morning, before I even put my feet on the ground, I drink that. So water is critical. Number 2, eliminate sugar. More and more studies about the level of sugar in our food and our diet is off the charts. Sugar does havoc on your skin. It makes you bloated, aside from the fact that it is one of the biggest culprits that puts on weight. So look at your sugar content in anything that you're eating. If you're eating something out of a bag or a box, it should have less than 4 grams of sugar in it. Get away from diet soda. Get away from sugar drinks. Don't drink your calories. It's not worth it. And this is coming from someone who loves her sugar. So we'll provide some more tips throughout the month about that if you have a high sugar craving. Number 3, minimize dairy intake. More and more studies about dairy. Certainly we need that calcium and so forth, but you can get calcium from so many other fruits and vegetables, not necessarily from dairy. And dairy in general, milk and cheese, is extremely high in fat. Really the only kind of dairy that I eat is non-fat Greek yogurt, because it also happens to be high in protein. And I do love milk, so I drink unsweetened almond milk. Tastes about the same, and it has fewer calories than skim milk and more protein. So that's number 3. I think number 4 is stay away from processed foods. In general, if something comes in a bag, a box, or a can, and you look at that label and the first few ingredients are sugar and stuff that you can't pronounce, it's probably something that your body doesn't know how to process and digest either. So really try to shop more on the outside aisles of the store and stay away from lots of stuff on the inside aisles. Number 5, I'm looking down at my notes. Lean protein and complex carbohydrates. Those are an important part of your diet. So lean proteins are what? Organic chicken, salmon, light flaky fishes are great. Legumes, beans. You can make tons of soups and stews using beans and lean protein that give you your nutrients for the day and also last throughout the week in terms of the meal. Complex carbohydrates are things like brown rice, quinoa, millet, amaranth. Learn these foods and cook with them. They taste good and they're better for you. Stay away from, and fruits and vegetables, of course, or veggies, fruits are complex carbohydrates. In addition, stay away from anything white. You know, I had a friend who used to say, if it's white, I don't bite. So things made with white flour, white rice, pasta, crackers, you know, all those things made with white flour just put on weight. And again, your body doesn't process and digest that food very well. So water, lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, eliminate sugar, minimize dairy, and I don't think I forgot anything, but those are, I think, enough tips for now. So please check into the group once a day. Be encouraging, be motivating, be positive. Send me questions via a private message. Get your calendar out, plan your workout plan now, what it is. You should sit down at the beginning of the week and decide what half hour to an hour block you have in each one of those days, and make that as important as an appointment with one of your children or a very important business meeting that you can't miss. Your health is critical, so make that a priority in your life. And this weekend, look in your pantry, and if you have any of that bad stuff that I mentioned, get rid of it and replace it with some great, healthy foods. And we will work together, we will make progress, and we will help one another. So thank you for joining the team, everyone, and I look forward to helping you. Talk to you soon.